So sorry. If you saw my last video, I forgot something very important. It was my slogan. Hey y'all, back again. Sorry to disappoint you guys. So I said it. Now we got that over with. All right. This is another important entry. This is about a little bit about the financial aspect. And this pertains to perhaps filmmakers are tuning in or watching this video. Perhaps investors are tuning in, watching this video. So I really think this fits kind of both categories, both groups. And that is budget. Making sure your budget is as accurate as it can be because you do not want to shoot the film with money that you just don't have. Sometimes we get overzealous and we decide, you know what, I got to shoot this film. Uh, I think I have enough. I think I have enough for the budget. But the budget is a very underestimated thing that you have to, and I know because I underestimated it. Hey, I'm a passionate guy and I speak from passion, from experience through we only learn through pitfalls. So I know what it is to be overzealous and when you have a little bit of the finance in to say, okay, we got to shoot this film, right? It's urgent. We got to shoot this film. Yeah, we got to shoot this film. I wanted to shoot this film from day one. Was I ready to shoot the film? No, because you're not ready until you know you have the complete budget in, the contingency as well to cover that budget, which means it's going to take a lot of work. So I really feel this is important to investors to know, and also for potential film directors who are working on a feature film, whether they're doing the first feature film, their second feature film. This is my second feature film. If you're in the short film world and you're going to graduate over to the feature film world, I cannot stress it enough. It's going to save you so much heartbreak at the end. If you decide to, not if you decide, you should decide, that should be a major decision. That shouldn't even be an option of having as accurate of the budget that you feel is the budget in your bank account. In your bank account, if the budget is $2 million and that includes post production, um, marketing, you usually distribution covers that. So that's really not you don't that's really not prevalent in a film production budget. So I really say that you want to have as much as you can from pre-production to post-production. The moment that VFX kicks in and the VFX teams, they're kind of tying up everything towards the end. You want to make sure that you have all of that. If not, if a lot of us, and I'm only speaking for myself, that a lot of us think that shooting the film is just shooting the film, meaning you're on set with the cameras and you have the actors and you just can't wait to get this footage. But we tend to underestimate post-production, which is a huge deal. Albeit, if you see it in the budget, it's not a huge portion of the budget. But sometimes we say, hey, as long as we shoot the film, we'll figure out the rest. Some people think like that. I had a scenario where I thought like that, and I learned from that. And this was years and years ago. I thought like that. I no longer will make that mistake. So another thing is you make sure you have a reflection after each film shoot, after you make each movie. If you don't have the reflection of the good things and the bad things you've done, what happens? You're going to repeat the same things. I mean, it's kind of obvious. It really is obvious. And I said that to myself. And I spent years dissecting and analyzing of the things that I've done on my previous projects. I said, okay, I need to tighten up here. I need to tighten up there. And it really started off with the budget, amongst other things. I mean, the list goes on, right? You want to make sure that you have your payroll set up before you shoot your film, so you're not an independent producer running around towards the end trying to figure out who gets what kind of check and how much. I'm telling you, I've been on some wild film shoots. So even though you're an independent producer, an independent film director, you're only independent because we put that title on it. Don't act independent because you're not independent. You have a team, you have a group, which in turn means another key thing is spending money for technicians, for people that specialize in their field. I recommend, not only do I recommend it, it's necessary. Like it's the thing that makes it's the thing that separates it. Hey, I understand if someone wants to be a writer, producer, director, accountant, production designer. Sure, if you feel like you want to get by on that and that's the only way you can do one of your films, do that. But you'll notice the difference as you do your next film when you're focusing on one less task and you have another technician, you have another specialist on the job. That means you have to allocate money towards that specific person. Makes sense, right? That person now is focused on specifically that goal, and you get to focus on your specialty. Sometimes we don't have that luxury, but we need to work towards that luxury because that reflects in a film. The more high dollar value your film becomes, that means the more crew and the cast, the more crew you're going to have, the more cast that you're going to have. That means they're going to be specialists in their own right, and you're going to be working your specialty, whether it be the producer, director, or both. I myself, I am the producer by default, and I'm the director. I'm the writer only momentarily until it's time to get on set. I mean, intrinsically, I'm the writer for sure, absolutely. But it all takes place up here. And then when I'm directing, I'm naturally writing from here. And then up here, it starts off with here. And then verbally, I'm explaining things from the script. So if that's a writer, so be it. I did write the script, but I'm kind of now in the realm of being a producer, director, because I again, being a writer is given. It's one of those things it's there if you wrote the script. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope this enlightens a lot of investors that just kind of want to know about, okay, when are you actually ready to shoot the film, and how safe are you to shoot the film? And the same thing with directors, producers, and some of this you probably already know, and it's just interesting to hear. And me, I say it to myself every day, we got to make sure that the budget is accurate. I got to make sure I raise this specific amount so I feel safe on set, because I know how it feels to feel unsafe on set and to work underneath that anxiety. You should worry about things on set because, my motto is anxiety pushes you even further. I think that's really, really the way that I work. I'm not saying that you all have to work like that. So I would really, really say that starting off with this entry, I'm just talking about a little bit of the financial side. We'll get more into that later on as I pull up the deck and I talk about how we are piecing this film together, how we are financing this film, which is an art in itself, another lesson in itself. I myself learn about it every single day, albeit I dissect the budget every single day, and I've been doing that for years because it changes a little bit, it moves around a little bit, and it's not over until the fat lady sings, and I have not sang yet. All right, see you guys.